Hello world, it's me, Princess V, the creator of Love Clearly. Right now, in this time-space reality, we are focused on what you beautiful Libras need to know during the Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus. So with this transition happening, it is happening on the global platform. Any and everyone will be feeling this, whether you are spiritual or not, whether you know much about Jupiter or not, whether you are a Taurus or not, you will feel this energy. And Libras, I definitely want to get into this message. That way we can see exactly what you need to know for this year that you're currently in. This transition of Jupiter going into Taurus happened May 15th of this year, 2023, and it's going to continue all the way into next year, May 25th, 2024. So definitely, if you catch this reading beforehand, even better. If not, no worries. This is going to be a timeless message, but of course, you definitely want to get this message and receive it before this transit ends, because it only goes in the sign of Taurus once every 12 years. So once every 12 years, that is when we'll be able to cultivate with this energy. So without further ado, let's get into your message. Okay. So Libras, what do we need to know during this Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus? What is it that the divine wants you Libras to know during this transition? Let's see what the divine has for us today. What is the message that Libras need to know during this transit of Jupiter in the sign of Taurus? So first up, we have Four of Pentacles. So grounding your finances, that's going to be at the forefront of this message. If you are somebody who spends, excessively, you may want to wrap that up a bit. No one is saying that finances are going to deplete, but right now with changes not only happening on a personal stance, it's happening on a global stance. So even things in government, politics, the actual greater good of the world, that is going to be transitioning as well. And when it comes to your finances, I'm feeling that the divine is wanting you to make sure you know exactly what's coming in and exactly what's coming out. In order for you to sustain any change that life may take you on, the best way for you to be more comfortable is to at least know that your finances are aligned to your liking. So spend time either working on your new business, spending more time saving your money, spending more time working on that promotion, doing things that's going to help you create more stability in your physical life. And then next up, we have Six of Swords. So I'm seeing that when it comes to certain things in your life, as far as the way that you are, your self-talk is happening. Your self-talk is needing the divine to help you along that way, along your way, because sometimes we can get into such a negative self-talk stance that we don't even realize how destructive we're being with ourselves. And the divine is wanting to say that when you are in your moments of giving yourself this negative self-talk, they want you to, instead of saying it all in your head and keeping your voice quiet, to then speak out loud. When you start to speak out loud, you will definitely not be as critical as you are inside of your head. So by speaking out loud, you begin to hear the narrative that you tell yourself, and you'll find exactly what areas in your dialogue with yourself that you may need to tweak and change, because this energy of constantly belittling, constantly putting down, constantly racking your brain of all the ways that you could have, would have, should have, that is not serving you. And I feel like the divine wants to help you along your journey. They want you to grab hold of what's serving you, release what is not, and to let life flow for you. Next up, we have Knight of Pentacles. So right now, you're going for this new abundant state. There is this new physical change that you're looking for, whether it's a new relationship, whether it is a new job, whether it is a new home, whether it's a new experience. It's something in the physical world that you are going for. And I see that it's here for you. The divine is saying, yes, it's something that's definitely an option. But in the meantime, focus on saving. Focus on saving for the long term, because Instant gratification only serves you for the now, but when you can put that on pause for the long-term gratification, that's when you reap rewards for lifetimes. Next up, we have the Emperor. So this is really grounding in your masculine energy and knowing that at the end of the day, sometimes in order for you to go for what you want, you have to put on your big boy pants or your big girl pants and say, you know what? It's time to get it done. It's time for me to do exactly what I say I'm going to do. It's time to no longer accept what I used to tell myself, or old narratives or old limited beliefs, old ways of telling yourself that you're not good enough, old ways of sitting around nitpicking the coulda, woulda, shouldas. That's no longer serving you. Stepping into your masculinity is knowing exactly where you currently are, accepting the past, and moving forward on this one-track mind of creating the lifestyle that you want. We all have an inner wisdom. We all have an internal compass guiding us along our journey. It is time for you to go for it. And then next up, we have the Tower. So there is this changing of energy. You are growing. You are evolving. So with the Tower is all about things crumbling around you in order to be built up for something better. And this is where that main message of the Four of Pentacles, grounding your stability, comes into play, because there is no way that you can go into a change of pace with life itself if you don't have something grounded, whether it's your mental, whether it's your physical, whether it's your emotions, whether it's whatever it could be. Something needs to be grounded. We all want everything to be grounded at once, but sometimes life does not work that way. And during this transit of Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, Libras, the divine is saying to focus on your finances. Yes, things are changing around you. Yes, we don't know what our next few years look like. We understand that. Life is meant to change. Life involves ebbs and flows, ups and downs. That's just what comes with the territory. But don't focus too much on this Tower card. I want the focus to remain on the Four of Pentacles, grounding your life, grounding your finances, grounding your stability, staying in this masculine energy. And we have four. The Emperor rules the number 4, and then we also have Four of Pentacles here. So this is definitely a stable lifestyle that you're going into. And with you, Libra, sometimes you may be so caught up with the world and with your friends and creating a community and living your best life with this external world. And no one is taking that from you. But there has to come to a point where your life is where you want it to be, where you're in a stable place, where you feel secured within yourself. Because yes, you're a friendly person. Everybody loves you. Libras are known to attract people towards them. You're such a beautiful sign. But at the same time, there may be something behind the scenes, under the surface, that you are still working on and that you may want to get situated. And now is the best time to do so. So we're going to pull from the Ancestor deck and see what they have to say. One quickly fell out, so that's beautiful. Let me see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, so I'm going to pull from this here. And we have Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So some things you may have to sacrifice in order to get what you want. Some things you may have to release in order to see the beauty at the end of the tunnel. And then we have be brave and honest. So I'm feeling a lot of masculine energy right now. And being brave and honest with yourself is the first step to really knowing exactly where you are and the perfect way to align with where you want to go. Okay? And then we're going to pull from a light oracle deck. See what we can get here. What do the Libras need to know during this Jupiter transit, the sign of Taurus? Okay. So first up, we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And this isn't just boundaries with external people. This is also boundaries with yourself, boundaries with your limited beliefs, boundaries with the negative dialogue within yourself. This is boundaries with any and everyone that reminds you of the old version of yourself, the side of you that you no longer resonate with. It's time for you to grow and blossom and become who you're destined to be. And sometimes, because you are a sign that definitely tries your best to avoid conflict, at this current moment, the divine is saying, by setting boundaries, that would serve your highest and greatest good. By making sure that certain things don't even get past a certain point, stops you from having to do the back and forth dialogue, the over-explaining, the fighting. That gets cut out once you set boundaries in place. And then we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So even when things don't seem like it's working out, I want you to trust that the divine wouldn't place you on a journey, wouldn't send you into the unknown if there wasn't a destination ahead. Whenever we begin any new journeys in our life, it always looks as if you're in a tunnel. You're in a tunnel, you're all alone, everybody is doing whatever they want to do. And because Libras, you are such a friendly person, you're used to having your group around, you're used to having a partner with you, you're used to just always having someone to be a soundboard and bounce ideas off of. And if you have that person, more power to you, grab it, run with it. But if you happen to be a Libra that doesn't have many people around you that can help advise you in this next phase of your life, do not worry. The Spirit is saying to take that journey into that tunnel. Even when it's dark and cold and lonely, keep on walking, keep on pushing, keep doing what you know your soul is longing for you to do. Because eventually you'll get to a point where you see that light at the end of the tunnel. And as you continue towards it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until finally you walk through it and you see a totally different version of yourself. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Once you gather that and once you understand that, listen, whatever happened in the past was meant to happen to bring you to who you are today. But who you are today needs to evolve so that you can become who you are meant to be tomorrow. Okay, let's pull from this moon deck here and see what we have for you Libras during this Jupiter transit, the sign of Taurus. What do we have for you Libras? Let's see what's in the cards. And we have time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So we were talking about that negative dialogue. We were talking about setting boundaries with yourself. Release the negativity. Don't live there anymore. Believe in the impossible. Believe that things can change. Believe that even when times may seem fickle and you're like, what is happening here? This doesn't quite make sense. My best friend ever is no longer my best friend. What is going on here? My home that I love so much is changing. My job that I want to spend my entire career in is changing. When that happens, don't worry, because things that leave your energetic field, your physical space, it is only making room for what is meant to come for you. And last but not least, we have show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. So show the world the real you, okay? Don't hide away. Don't mask it behind your funny jokes and your big personality. Be all that you are meant to be, and do not keep yourself small for anyone. Now let's pull from this oracle deck here and see what the Libras need to know during this Jupiter transit in the sign of Taurus. What is it that we need to know? Let's see. Okay. So first up, we have the day you plant the seed. So I'm actually recording this on May 26th, and it is the 26th number right here. So this is your perfect alignment. This is the reading that's going to cause that shift in your life for you to go from who you once were to all that you need to be, and you have to receive it. Receive this message. Understand that you are evolving, you are growing, and everything is all about divine flow. You didn't stumble onto this reading for no reason. There's a reason why you're watching this now, and there's a reason why you have to shed old parts of yourself. You cannot be all that you're destined to be still holding on to old versions of yourself, because those old versions aren't even going to know what to do with this future self that you're going into. Let's pull some self-care cards, see what advice we can get for this journey here. Let's see. All right, what do we have here? Oh, wow. So they wanted it to come flying out. Let's take a look and see. We'll quickly go through them. So first up, we have write a gratitude list. Right now, where you currently are, make a list of everything that you need to be grateful for. And even if you may think that, oh, you don't have much, even just the gift of your breath, the gift of your heart, the gift of your mind, the gift of your soul, the gift of the divine, the gift of your family, your environment. There is already so much to be grateful for, okay? And then we have build strength. So build strength. That's what's going to help you along your journey. By building your strength up, knowing that at the end of the day, you keeping in movement, you working on that mental health. And they do say that when you work on your physical body, it helps with your mind. Because there's no way you're going to be working out having a negative self-talk, because then you're going to just pretty much do like a rep of like 3 movements and be like, all right, time to go. But in that moment, when you're actually at the gym, you're like, all right, let's go 1 more, 5 more, take that step, push that weight, whatever the case is. So build your strength in order to build that mind's eye and help you to really understand mastering self. And then we have take a walk. So spend time in nature. The outside is the best way for you to gain any clarity on what it is that you need to know for yourself. So definitely take that walk, write that gratitude list, build your strength up, because where you are going right now, that is what's going to take you to the heights of where your soul is calling you. Now, we're almost complete with your reading. We just have 2 more decks to get into. We're going to pull a card from my Mystic Sisters deck. I always read from the book when it comes to the Mystic Sisters, mainly because it always resonates, and I don't actually know what each goddess stands for until I read about it. So we have Matcha. Let's see what Matcha has in store for us. And again, I am reading from the book, so I'm reading through the viewfinder and out the book. So if I butcher it, do not worry, because I will have it up for you to see for yourself. Oh my god, that was mania. Sorry, not mania. We have Matcha. Matcha is your card. Okay, so Matcha, keywords: protection, defender of the home. Matcha is an Irish war goddess who is strongly linked to her land. She is one of the 3 sister goddesses who could take the form of crows or ravens. She would fly over battlefields, taking the souls of the deceased off to the other world in her black wings. Battle drums may be beating when you draw this card. You may feel something or someone valuable to you is under threat, and you are compelled to defend or offer protection. This card deals mainly with securing your family and your home, but it is also about personal psychic space. Take care to be measured in your response and not overly reactionary. Set boundaries firmly around what is rightfully yours. So we definitely had boundaries come out in one of the oracle cards. So this is just really wanting to solidify that. And of course, it did mention the stability that you may need to reach out for. So definitely take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's see what we have here for the princess deck. Okay, that came out pretty quick. It says storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. And this is 4-4. Okay. So definitely you're moving into some grounded energy. You're moving into a stable life. You're moving into this place of which you have been longing for. And the divine just wants you to stay focused on that. Release the negative vibes. Release what isn't serving you. Stand in your power. Understand that by focusing on your home, your finances, your family, the things that are going to be around for the long term, that's what's going to help elevate you and keep you along your journey. There may be times where even those you may have to set boundaries with, but always do it for your highest and greatest good, but never to belittle or make anyone around you feel small. So I definitely want you to spend more time with yourself, Libras. The divine is saying to enjoy more out of life, whether you are in solitude, whether you're around other people, whether you're on a new journey, no matter where your place is in this current space, time, and reality, the divine is saying to find enjoyment in everything. There is beauty in all. You just have to be open to receiving that. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get this reading wrapped up. I am Princess Fee, the creator of Love Clearly. If you are looking for me on any of my other platforms, they will be listed down below in the description. I do offer personal readings as well as life coaching. You can see that all in the description. My email will be listed below. It is officialloveclairly@gmail.com. So Libras, I am sending you peace, love, happiness, health, and wellness. And may we meet again. Bye.